Hi kids. Well, we're going to make our next enrichment project for KNEX, and what you're going to need are the following parts. You're going to need one white connector, two red connectors, one light gray connector, three dark gray connectors, and one blue rod, three green rods, boy, they want to roll away, and two white rods. Okay, so boy, those little greens are going all over the place. Okay, so those are the parts you're going to need. You're going to need one white connector, two red connectors, one light gray connector, three dark gray connectors, one blue rod, two white rods, and three green rods. Okay, so anyways, go ahead and get those parts out. When you're ready, start the video again. Okay, here we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to start with your white connector, and you're going to take your blue rod, okay, and you're going to put your blue rod like so, okay, and you want to orient it so that this blue rod is going to the right, all right. So then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take a white rod and snap it so it forms a right angle, a 90-degree angle. Then you're going to snap a green rod like that. Okay? So the blue rod is pointing to your right, the white rod is pointing straight up. Then you're going to put a white rod across from the blue rod. Okay, so this thing is not symmetrical at all. Okay, I mean, it would be symmetrical if you looked at it from that point of view. It'd have a line of symmetry there, but right there, it's not symmetrical. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a red connector and put it on the end of the blue rod like so. Then you're going to take another red connector and you're going to put it down like so. Then you will take a green rod and snap it into the red connector like so. Okay? Then you're going to put a dark gray connector on this rod right there. Okay? Then you're going to put a dark gray connector on that rod right there. And then you're going to put a dark gray connector on the end of that rod right there. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to take and put a green rod like that and a light gray connector like that. Okay? And so what you've done is you've made your little, well, drawing machine. And actually what this is a circle maker. And if you know anything about circle makers, they're called compasses, okay? Which means that you're going to have certain points on here. This point right here will be point A. So point A is right there in the center, okay? Then up here is point B. So this gray rod, so if you're looking at it like this, and it's pointing off to the right, point A is the center point. Point B is up here. Point C is there. D, E, F, and G. Okay, so those will be the points you're working with. Now, here's how you work this, how you use this. Now, you can use a pencil, you can use a pen, you can use a marker, you can use a toothpick, whatever, but you're going to need two things here. You're going to need either two pencils or a pencil and a toothpick or a blue rod, okay? And I would suggest getting out a blue rod to do this. And you're going to need a piece of paper, okay? So basically, this is how it will work. You're going to give yourself a center point on your paper, okay? So you give yourself a center point. That point is A. That is the center point of your compass. So when you work with your compass, you're going to put your compass right down so that the center point, point A, is right over that blue. Then what you do is you put a rod or a toothpick in, and you make sure it goes right down on top of that center point. Now this can spin now, okay? These form the radius of your circle. A radius is half the distance of the diameter. Or in other words, the radius is a line segment that goes from the center point of the circle to the outside edge. So this center point is A, this is point B. If we put our marker or pencil in, like so, we can make a circle, just like this. Now notice how I'm going from one side to the other, okay? Now, when you're done, you've created a really nice looking circle. And you did it using a line segment from point A to point B. Okay, so this right here, that line is the radius. Okay? A diameter would be a line segment that goes all the way through the center. Okay? Now this is important stuff to know because diameters and radiuses, they go together and form what is known as circumference, which is the distance around a circle. Okay? So circumference is the distance around, radius is the distance from the center point to the outside edge, and then diameter is the distance all the way across the circle, no matter which way you go. Okay? And then the reason these are important is because if you were to have a large gear and a small gear, you would have a large to small ratio. If the motor was attached to this large gear, you would have a large to small ratio, and it would cause that little gear to do something very, very neat. Or if you had a motor on the small gear and then a large gear connected to it, you'd have motor, small gear to large gear, small to large ratio. And that would do something also, okay? But that's why the parts of the circle are important. That's why you have the radius, the diameter, and the circumference. There are other parts, but for now, that'll be good. All right, so anyways, a quick review on how you use your circle maker. You give yourself a center point A. You put your compass down and you orient it so you have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Use a KNEX rod or toothpick or another pencil, put it right over the center point, and draw away. And that is how you make a circle. Okay? Alrighty. Practice using it because you're going to need that for the next KNEX enrichment. Okay? Good job, kids. Have a good day.